Kellarigu, Namaskara. Hello everyone, greetings for the day and welcome to our learning journey. This is Divya and you are watching Trendbread. I'm very happy, excited and thrilled to invite each one of you for our upcoming 5-day masterclass on Phonics Made Easy. We're starting from 8th of January until 12th Jan on Zoom, starting at 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So let me give you a brief about the upcoming session. So we're going to divide the program into 3 parts. The first thing is, why are we doing this program? Not only teachers, but even children and parents face various challenges when it comes down to introducing and learning phonic methods or phonic instructions. You heard me right, challenges. What are the challenges? The most seen challenge that most of our children face when it comes down to phonics, the first challenge that they face, lack of interest. Lack of interest. So children find phonic drills and exercises boring, leading to lack of interest in learning to read through phonics. Do you want to overcome this problem? Then definitely you have to stay with me till the end of the video to know how are we overcoming all of that. The second challenge, sometimes we find it, is the different learning styles. In classroom environment, the teacher might be able to identify the learning style and quickly adapt. But when it comes down to a home environment, sometimes we fail to understand what is your child's learning style. Is your child learning better through visual aids, or does your child prefer hands-on activities? If so, how do we work on your child's preferred learning style? The third challenge, most of the times the parents find it, is on the inconsistent practice. Due to some time schedules, parent might struggle to maintain a routine working with their children in helping them to master the phonic skills. When there is inconsistent practice, that leads to gaps in the child's learning. This is a major problem that we face it. The fourth challenge is children find it difficult to pronounce the letter sounds. Sometimes, not many, but sometimes some children, they find it very challenging to pronounce certain sounds correctly. When they're unable to pronounce the certain sounds properly, this hinders their ability to apply the phonic rules effectively. The next challenge we always have seen is on the language barriers. Children who are exposed to multiple languages at home, they generally face this challenge in distinguishing and applying the phonic rules across different languages. Limited resources is also one challenge. We all agree on this, right? So we might want to be doing everything, but we don't have resources. As parents and educators, sometimes we lack the access to quality phonic materials and resources. When we don't have the materials and resources, how can you provide an effective instruction to your child? Yes, it's a challenge, quite a challenge, right? So we're going to be working on providing good resources, systematic lesson plans for all of you so that your child will never struggle, neither you will have lack of access to these materials. We're going to be working on the resources. Coming down to time constraint, as I mentioned again, yes, parents might have busy schedules, which is definitely going to limit the time that they're dedicating with their children, helping them with the phonic activities. That's there. But yes, we have to work on managing our time so that we can impact the consistency and improve the effectiveness of your child's learning. Coming down to the next one is resistance to change. Some parents may be unfamiliar with modern phonic teaching methods. They might be still adopting the old methods that they have learned, or they have never been introduced to these new methods, right? So this can also be one of the challenges which might be impacting their child's ability to learn something. The child is learning something at school, but the reinforcement is not happening in the rightful way at home. So this is again as seen as a challenge. So how do we overcome all of these challenges? The ninth important thing is training. We all lack training. When there is no proper training, or when the training goes inconsistent on introducing phonic lessons to children, you might not be able to give effective teaching to your child. So, what we need, the most challenging one is we need to educate ourselves. So, that is like, so that's the reason the training is called for. So, we're going to be gathering together, we're going to collaborate hand in hand as educators, teachers, and parents. We're going to collaborate with each other. We're going to learn, we're going to teach, we're going to help one another, support. We're going to re-look at the resources, what has been shared in the class trainings, and see how you could be able to support your child or students when it comes down to practicing or teaching or training phonics to your child. Okay, so this is the agenda of this particular program. But what do we learn in this? How are we going to divide this program? So we understood the challenges, what we are facing, but what is the approach that we are going to be using to make phonics much more enjoyable, much more effective to all our children, is going to be in our next session. So stay tuned. If you have not registered for the session, so please take a look at all the links given in the description. Join the class group. The seats are very, very limited. So you can share and pass on the information to your friends and family members who have children of the same age group, which might be really helpful for all of them. Okay. So I'll see you in the masterclass. Until then, stay tuned. Have a great day. Bye-bye.